Okay, we should be live. I suppose. I'm gonna wait a bit to check. Yeah, okay, we're live. I have no idea if the bot will send notifications, so I suppose I'll be doing it. Title go really, yeah. We are gonna do it. So we're gonna wait a bit before we get into coding, so people can join. If I can figure out how to copy the link to this, because this is the first time I'm doing it. Okay, that should do it. Okay. All right. We're gonna be waiting a bit. Hello, hello. Oh, I'm getting warnings. Good connection. Oh no. It's going to degrade. The stream might have a lot of lag, to be honest, because my CPU is using all of its cores. So you might experience a lot of lag during it. Okay, so I suppose I'll start explaining. I'm gonna go like this. So we have something called Yino, which is a programming language that is a superset of JavaScript. So any JavaScript in this programming language works, but you can also use its special syntax. So I'm gonna go in. Okay, I actually have it on GitHub. So this is Yino. Its file extension is yap, because it makes you yap a lot to make your code work. It's very verbose. So you can import stuff using connotate and derives. It's basically just replacing existing keywords like import and from. Nothing special. But something special is it makes accessing properties in objects look like Windows file paths. No reason to that, I just wanted to do it. So you can start, you can call a function, for example, using this syntax. Now for variables, it's quite simple. You can create a variable using the variable keyword on both sides, and then you specify if it's mutable or constant. And constant variables can be synchronized, and synchronized constant variables work like this. So if you have two variables, for example, test1 and test2, and they change their value during compilation times, they synchronize. So whatever change is made to test1 will go through test2 too. Kind of complicated, to be honest, and I don't really have any visuals to explain it. Now for mutable variables, there is a word which I cannot pronounce, to be honest. It's volatile, I guess. You can mark a mutable variable volatile if you are unsure if it will succeed or not during compilation times. So basically, just telling yourself, basically, because the compiler does not care about it. You just tell yourself that this variable is unsafe. Functions are, they are something. A function is void if it returns nothing, which is not checked during the compiling time because I'm not that good. It can be invariable. Invariable means that the function cannot be set to as the value of a variable. It can be independent, meaning the function is not called, so it's basically useless. And it can also have a return type, which starts at the function for some reason rather than going here. So I find that interesting. Now for arguments, you can specify their type. Ligature is basically string, but a longer word, and integer. Types do basically nothing. The language does not have any type detection, but it just knows the types. So yeah, we're gonna have a lot of stuff in here. It also implements custom syntax, such as this match function, which is supposed to replace the switch in JavaScript. It's basically copied from Rust. And you also get this type of for loop. Yeah, I know. No one is listening to that. All right. So basically all of that is being transpiled to JavaScript. I'm going to show you right now. So this is basically the JavaScript. Yeah, it's running on the source code. The source code is around 470 lines. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna rewrite the source code in itself. Yeah, it is nerdy, I'm gonna admit. So something fun that we're gonna do is we are gonna use, guess what? We are gonna use, if I can remember the path. Oh, that's not supposed to be it. 1 second. We are gonna be using greedy code. We're gonna be using greedy code to code all of this. Okay. So we should start. Oh, wrong browser. We're gonna use the examples that I made. And we're gonna start with importing the variables. So we got connotate and derives. So instead of import, we're gonna use connotate, derive. Oh. This will be extremely laggy because it's very resource intensive. So I apologize for that. Alright, so, and I want to demonstrate that this compiles back to JavaScript. So if we, I'm gonna need a new tab. If we run it using yup, ignore the autocomplete, this is a real option. It makes the compiler shut up. Okay. So if we just run, okay. If we just run it and then go to this, and we go to the top, yeah, it's basically compiled. This is just other syntax that it adds. Okay. Now for more interesting stuff, how we are gonna rewrite the constant variable. So it's gonna be variable, then it's gonna be constant, and it's gonna be unsynchronized. S, I guess. Yeah. It's gonna be unsynchronized. And that should work. So for the others, it's gonna be the same. Synchronized. It will be awesome if I got autocomplete, but I didn't add that into the extension. Okay. Synchronized. Oh, I need a typo. I hate this word. Synchronized. Wait, what's wrong? Oh. Yeah. So for mutable variables, we're gonna do stable, because I know that this variable is stable. Stable mutable variable. All right, now let's test it. So we're gonna run the program, and then null is not an object. Okay. Yeah, the program is not. It's written in JavaScript. It's not gonna be type safe, so it's gonna have a lot of runtime errors. Ah, crap. I guess we're fixing that now. It's gonna be at line 184. That's not the line. Oh, let me just search for it. Okay, so the regex is failing. Why is that? I'm gonna check if I'm using the right syntax. Oh yeah, I'm not setting a type, that's it. So something weird is types are very limited. There are around 3 types. But if I can check a second. So a boolean is an open header. Yeah. Which means that it can have true, false, neither, both, maybe, trueish, falsish, depends, and complicated. So it's not just true and false. Yeah, I'm not gonna elaborate that. This is gonna be... I'm gonna just set... And for this, I'm gonna set it to... Which again, ligature means string. Alright, now this should work. Hopefully. Yep, okay. So now if we read the code, go up. Yep, we got all of our code rewritten in JavaScript. Cool. So we've done all of that just to make a content variable. All of these keywords just translate to this. Yeah, very cool. Okay, now for functions. Function is gonna be something. So if we check, we have to first specify the return type. Return type is gonna be it's gonna be an array, but array is not supported as a type. And since the language does not check types, because it's made by me, of course it doesn't check types, we're gonna just set it to integer. Or actually, ligature. Okay, now for whether it's independent or dependent. It's gonna be dependent, if I spell that right, dependent. Okay, that was not supposed to happen. I hate words. I'm gonna just copy this. Okay, so it's gonna be dependent because it will be called. It's independent because it is not called. So now for the next one in variable, it's gonna be variable. So you might think that there's an overlap between how you define a variable and how you use the same keyword in defining a function. And I have no idea why there isn't, but nice. So the function returns something, so it's not gonna be void. And the opposite of void, according to Google, is rectified. Don't ask me why. And then the function name, and oh yeah, we also have to specify the types. So it's gonna be this. And this should work. So let's test it. Yep, works. And if we check, okay, I'm hating using cat for this. I'm just gonna use nano. If we scroll down a bit, yep, the function works. Amazing. So again, all of that translates to just this. So that's the beauty of using Yappuccino. You can yap however for how long you want. So this is gonna be volatile mutable variable files. Okay, now we get to use the custom loop syntax, which is basically just borrowed from Rust, if I'm gonna be honest. So we can use, instead of for, we can use two words, and we're gonna delete all of that and say for I within files. For I within files. I think that works. Let's test it out. I'm gonna have to run yup. Oh, that does not work. Oh yeah, I forgot to set the type. I should have made better errors, or at least handle them. But it's JavaScript anyway. Okay, we're gonna check for it, and it did not work. Okay, cool. I guess. I'm gonna hope it's just the fact that I need a white space there. No, it's not. Freak. How are we gonna do this? So the regex is failing. Where is the regex failing? I'm gonna have to check the source code. So for towards, we've got no, not this. Where are we checking for that? I forgot my own source code. Nice. So it must be somewhere here. Yeah. Okay. So it is checking for. Wait, what? What am I doing? It's checking for this type of syntax, but why? What? Okay, so I'm gonna have to test something. What if I use for? Big surprise that my software does not work. Not like it happens every time. Okay, that does not work either. Shut up. Not the, okay. So I have a few talking points that I forgot about now that I read that message. So I explained the goal of the line stream. I gotta acknowledge the stupid PNG avatar. So I have no way of symbolizing when I'm speaking, okay? I don't have a webcam, I don't have a whatever nonsense there is. So I'm just gonna use a PNG. It's only for this live stream, I hope. So if people don't like it, I'm not gonna use it anymore. So yeah, now that we got that out of the way, yeah, I already, oh, I didn't. VS Code sucks. Making extensions for VS Code sucks. I gave up and just used bossing greedy code. Okay, now that we've done all of that, we gotta fix this stupid problem. So why does it happen? I suppose it's because of the stupid regex. So I'm gonna copy it and I'm gonna run it to this to visualize it. Put some Subway Surfers gameplay. Okay, we can do that. Raw Subway Surfers. Okay, if can you? Okay. Can you? Okay.
Jouw business kan dankzij...
Yeah, okay. Amazing. Oh, I'm supposed to use in. So let's test with in. Please work. No, it doesn't. Okay. So I'm gonna test. Oh yeah, that's Subway Surfers. There we go. For I in and Oh right. Oh, okay. This is stupid. I forgot I was supposed to use this. So it's gonna be the words. This with him. Yeah, that makes absolute full sense. Um, that is not gonna work either. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Uh, is it supposed to use this? Okay, there's no way that's the reason. There's no way. I hope there's no way. So I'm gonna copy the whole source code and just make a new file with it. Yes. Oh, I already have it. So I'm gonna go in here and just remove the last one. Would that work? Let me check. Oh, freak! I closed the tab. I am using Endeavor OS, which is a copy of Arch Linux, but with better looking themes, I guess. Yeah, I suppose that will work. So it's y in 0 3 10. Yeah. So we're gonna test that. Now let's not node one. I'm gonna build it. Then I'm gonna run it, and then I'm gonna check it. Why is bro watching Subway Surfers? Because it was requested. Yeah, that doesn't work either. Okay. So how are we gonna fix this? It must be something with the logic that doesn't work. Because the regex clearly works. I know how to write regex. So it's checking for two words, and y is towards looking for 4. So it's saying that if I just change that, and is the regex looking for in, I guess, is this. Okay. So if I do that, according to the regex, it should work. No, it doesn't. Okay. So why isn't it? So I'm gonna remove the parentheses. Oh, I think I know why. No, I not. No, I don't. There is no way. There is no way. It's a white space significant. There is no way. There is no way that's the reason. That's the reason. There's no way. Yeah, there's no way. It still doesn't work. Ah. Great stuff. So I'm gonna copy all of that, and it literally matches. What's the problem? Okay, I'm gonna I suppose I'm gonna do some debugging. Not, yeah, towards. And if I file then run, it's gonna log a bunch of stuff. Yeah, it didn't work. Or did it? Did it work? I don't think it did. Okay, that's gonna be a problem, a big one. I am using console logs now. Okay, what's the content? Because if the content, I'm gonna build it and then run it, and then oh, so the regex does work. Okay, the regex does work. So if the regex works, then we go through the if statements, which replaces towards and splits and replaces. Okay, maybe using regex was not the best decision, because this is one hell of a thing to debug. So I'm gonna log words. Supposed to build it first. Yeah, I don't think it works. Oh yeah, it does. Okay, never mind. So I'm gonna have to add more console.logs. Okay, what is the first part? The first part, yeah, it matches. Okay, but if oh, it's supposed to match for 4. It's another regex. Of course, it's another regex. And of course, it doesn't copy. Yeah, this is one of the more stupid regexes. So it's looking for 4, and this is supposed to be within. For I within, then this and this. Why does it not match? Oh no, it's because of the thing. It's looking for supposed to be this and this. Yeah, I know how to use regex. So this is going to disappear. This, and it should hopefully work. Let's check the this. No, it still does not work. Okay, this is getting very annoying. Okay, so we know the part. It's being logged out, so I'm gonna copy this and see if it matches the regex. Oh, it doesn't, because I'm using within. I'm supposed to use, okay, two words, then I'm gonna use within, and that should do it. No, it's supposed to, oh yeah, that's the right thing. So now let's check. No, it still doesn't work. And it didn't even detect it, so it's gonna be 4. It has to be 4. No, it doesn't have to be 4. What? Yeah, it still doesn't work. So why is it not logging anymore, that thing? Yeah, I do know how to use regex. This is live proof, wasted minutes of my time trying to fix something that could have been easily prevented by using a custom parser. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna prioritize this so I can see it better in the console and log it as an object. And then I'm gonna build it. Okay, run, and let's check for it. Okay, I think I know the problem. So we have the regex. We have this regex, which matches for stuff that has in. But when this regex looks for it, it accepts within. So there's no way you could do that. I think I know how to fix that. So that and build it. Okay, yeah. And now if we check, it should hopefully work. It does. Okay, finally. So yeah, I love that. And suppose I can. No, I can't. The regex is. It's always regex. Okay, I opened that accidentally. So the regex should work for words instead. So if I run it, it should not work. But if I change it to words and if I run it again, it's not gonna work at all. So okay, you know what? Screw it. We're gonna use 4. If it works, then I'll change it. I can actually navigate in Nano. Okay, 4. Nope, I messed up the regex. This is what peak performance look like. I'm just gonna copy all of this. Delete and paste. So if I build again, no, not this. We're supposed to look at the result of the transpilation. So if you look at this, it should work. Yep, it works. Okay. Barely. It's supposed to loop on length, so I'm gonna do while step to length. Okay, now that the loop works finally, we can move on. This is gonna be yeah, it's gonna be stable. Stable immutable variable, which is gonna be of type ligature. And then we move on to the constant stuff, which is gonna be unsynchronized constant variable type of ligature. Everything is a ligature. Unsynchronized constant variable. This is gonna be of type ligature as well. Okay, so the if statements are slightly changed, so we have to use stipulate instead. So you use stipulate, otherwise stipulate. It's unnecessary yapping, but you have to deal with it. So let's test that whole function if it works. We're gonna run yap and then we're gonna check it again. Okay, so the regex killed itself again. Okay, nice. This time it doesn't match for dots. So I'm gonna have to copy this again. Put it in here. For I in what? Oh, I think I know why. So I just gotta where is it? Oh yeah. I just have to change this to pen because I copied it last time. Now I have to build and then finally not this, this. Okay. So let's check it. Yep, it seems right. So then again, all of this nonsense yapping has been translated to the holy JavaScript language. So that's pretty cool. Okay, we're gonna do a couple more functions before we end the stream, so I'm gonna do it off camera afterwards, because this is going to be unnecessarily long. This is gonna be a return type of nothing, I think. Yeah, I think this is valid syntax, not providing a type. So we're gonna do dependent, okay, dependent. Fuck it, I'm just gonna boop, and then okay. Bro does not know how to spell it. It's gonna be, no, it's not gonna be, it's gonna be in variable. In variable, okay, I hate the fact that I cannot navigate when auto-completions show up. And it's gonna be void on subroutine, because it's a subroutine if it doesn't return anything. And then we're gonna have to provide the types. So it's gonna be ligature. Everything is a ligature. This is going to be wait, I think, yeah. So all of that should hopefully come. Yeah, the moment I say that. Oh, never mind. So function assert cannot be set as a variable because it is invariable. Yeah, somewhere in the code we are using assert as a variable, as the value for the variable. So I'm just gonna set it as a variable. So there is some slightly compiling checks being done. It's not entirely headless. Yep, I think that works. Yep, okay. Now for the next one, I wasn't expecting nano. Yeah, I was initially gonna use cat, but it doesn't have. I gotta scroll to the top to see the code. This is going to be it is going to return something, which is a ligature. Then it's gonna be a variable ratify function, and if we provide the types, it's gonna be ligature. I believe the regex. No, never mind. I was thinking the replace was a regex, but it's not. So now for the constant variable, it's gonna be unsynchronized. You know what? We're gonna use synchronized this time, just to change it up a bit. Then we're gonna do constant variable. Okay, now I have to provide a type, which is going to be ligature, as you might have guessed. Then this will be stipulate. Yeah, that should work. So if we run, the file is getting bigger and I have to scroll with the mouse wheel. Yeah, it works, but it doesn't retain the spaces, which is fine. It's not supposed to be exactly replacing stuff. Yep, looks fine to me. Okay, now to the next one, which is the read function. This function basically reads text. Yeah. This is going to be... Oh, I hope functions before were not async and I removed them for no reason, because yeah, Yino does not handle that. So we're gonna set this to it's actually gonna be an object of ligature, but I'm gonna just set it to ligature. And then yeah, we're gonna retain this and we're gonna do variable ratify. Yeah, that's it. Then I'm gonna provide the type, which will be ligature. Okay. So now if you run it, I'm kind of expecting this to not work because it's using async. Oh no, it works. Okay. I am not that bad, I guess. So this is just gonna be nothing. It's not gonna return anything. It's not gonna be a variable. Invariable then, and it's gonna be void. Okay, this looks suspiciously short for some reason, but I'm gonna assume it's fine. So this is also gonna be a ligature. Yeah, the code does not use any integer parameters, I guess. So this is going to be the read function and no, the empty function, and it works. So you might see this, which is a boolean, true and false being replaced by this kind of this object. So that's because you can also use this. You can set true to true-ish or set it to depends. I don't think I'm gonna use that in the source code because there's no reason to. Okay, now for the next one, I'm gonna set this to invariable. Yeah, it's gonna be invariable. Void and all of that nonsense, and then you have to provide the types. Okay, this has a lot of variables, so I'm gonna have to yop a bit. There's gonna be, what's it gonna be? Unsynchronized constant variable. And you have to set it out to ligature. This is going to be also okay. You know what? I'm just gonna copy this so I can paste it. Constant variable. Ligature. And then this is nothing, and yeah, that's all. So let's test it out. Yeah, seems to work. Okay, now for the throw function, which has a suspiciously named variable named shut the fuck up. This is going to be, it's not gonna return anything because it's going to terminate the whole process. So it's gonna be void subroutine throw error message ligature, I think. And this is going to be stipulated. So let's test that out. Okay, this is going to, yeah, it's going to work. Okay. So, okay, this is going to be, it has a return type, so it's going to be ligature. Then we do variable verify function, and then line will be ligature. This will be unsynchronized constant variable, and we get to use the custom loop syntax again. So this is gonna be I within arg stop length, I think. Okay, so now if we run that, I missed the type somewhere. Yeah, it's here. This is supposed to be a ligature. Okay, that was not supposed to happen. If we run it and do this, scroll down a little, and it doesn't work again. I'm going to assume it's because of the white space. Is it? No, it's not. Okay, how did I do it above? For I within. Oh yeah, I forgot to use the 0. Because you're supposed to provide the starting range. So it's gonna loop from 0 to that. Now if we run it and check. If I can remember where it was. Yep, no it doesn't. Okay, why? I'm gonna have to check this and the above thing. It's basically the same, so why doesn't it not work? I have no idea. Is it because they're capital letters? I don't think so, but let's test it. Yeah, it's not that. Yeah, why does it not work? Because yeah, okay, I think I'm gonna do some more debugging off camera, and we're gonna wrap it up here. The video should launch pretty soon, in about 10 days maximum. So yeah, thanks to everyone for being here. And I'm going to end the stream right now.